What is up? We back live Monday Night Sales Mastery now. Tonight, we're going to talk about the things that are important for you to do to help you to sell yourself and your services, but not urgent to do. The important things to do, but not urgent things to do. I'm hoping I can, from this right here. No, we're good. Okay, the important but not urgent. That's what we're talking about tonight. All right, and we're going to start exactly in 1 minute from now. 1 minute, we're going to get it in. All right. Those of you who are veterans of the Monday Night Sales Mastery, I thank you guys for coming back. I will be checking the comments. I see a few people in there. Say hi. Again, my name is Brian McNeill. You can say what your name is if you want. That'd be nice if you can. But we're going to get started right on time. Hello, Facebook user. How you doing? It's now 9. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and get started right now because there's a lot of things I want to cover. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points and then a lesson. 10 points and then a lesson. Let's see if we can get through this. There's several in the professions in life. There are several books that you really can't get away with not reading. They're classics, things that you have to read. Like, in my opinion, you have to read the Bible. You just have to. There's no way getting around that to be successful in life. You also have to read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. There's no way getting around that. You have to read that. You have to read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. These are essential reads. You got to read that. You got to read Think Big by David Schwartz. These books are essential reads. You got to read that too. But one of the other essential books that I think you must read in your life to be successful is a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Now, one of the reasons why I keep going back to that book and other great books refer to that book, there's a lot of reasons why. But one of them, early in the book, I think around chapter 2 or 3, he goes through this quadrants of time, the 4 quadrants of time. And he breaks out how we use our time into 4 different quadrants. And quadrant 1 are things that are important to do and they're urgent to do. There are things that you got to get handled right now. They're important to do and urgent to do. Those are quadrant 1 activities. Quadrant 2 activities are things that are important to do, but not urgent. Things that are important to do, but there's no urgency or requirement that you do it now. Quadrant 3 are things that are not important, but urgent. The ringing phone, your show is about to come on. It's not important, but it's happening now. And then quadrant 4 are things that are not important and not urgent. How you doing, Sister Dr. Nala, Dr. Day? How you doing? So, but he believes that your real winning in life, your real success in life comes from the things you do in quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 are things that are important to do, but not urgent to do. Now, I am a sales coach. I'm going to talk to you about the things that are important that you do, and you should just go ahead and do these things and to be successful in selling yourself and your services through life in 2020 and beyond. And from this year, these are things that are important to do. And in my opinion, you just cannot get around not doing these things. There's no one going to tell you you have to do them right now. They're not urgent, but they're important to do. Again, I got 10 points and a short lesson I want to give tonight. And I'm going to do it within 30 minutes. The first thing that you're just going to have to learn how to do, and you just can't get away with not doing it, you're going to have to learn and master a good CRM, good customer retention management system. There's no way of getting around it. The sales just are made that way today. You're going to have to learn how to use some kind of CRM, and there's so many of them out there, and it doesn't matter which one you use. I mean, you can use MailChimps and Infusionsoft and uh, free CRMs and all of these, Zoho, all of these, even some new ones or some brand new ones, Delenta, all these ones, MailChimp, all of these, you're going to have to find one that works for you, and you're going to have to learn it and master it to succeed today. There's just no way of getting around it. You're not going to be able to keep up with the way you need to keep up with all your clients. You're not going to be able to track them the way you need to track them without some sort of a system. And praise God, we do have systems today that we didn't have in yesteryear. We have systems to make it simple, but you are going to have to at some point learn and master some sort of a CRM system. That's the first thing. The second thing, according to Brian McNeill, the very personal sales coach, the author of 4 books, the selling champion himself, the second thing that you're going to have to do, it's not urgent to do, but it's very important that you do, is you're going to have to learn to master your great story. Your great story. What do you say when someone asks, what do you do for a living? You have to master that answer. And I call that your story. I know a lot of people call that your elevator pitch, but I call it your story. But you're going to have to learn and master your story. It's not urgent that you do it, but it's very important that you do it. I'm going to keep going. The third thing, in order for you to rock your game in this year and beyond, to be a champion in selling yourself and your services, third thing that I believe that you must do that's very important that you do is you're going to have to learn who your real clients are. Not who you want your real clients to be, but who they actually are. Who are your real clients? Your real clients are the people that want what you have and can afford what you have, and they want it now. They want what you have, they can afford what you have, and they want it now. What does your real clients look like? What do they look like? Are they male? Are they female? Are they over 40 or young under 40? Do they have gray hair in their temple or in their beards like I do? What do your real clients look like? What are your real clients' pain points? What do your real clients want? What are your real clients hurting from? You're going to have to learn who your real clients are and what your real clients look like. I want you to adopt a high probability selling modality. That means you only sell your services to the people and in the places where you have the highest probability of being successful. Stop trying to sell your stuff where you have a low probability of being successful. And I call that when you're trying to sell to people who are not your ideal clients. Stop doing that. Sell to your ideal clients. Sell fish to the people that are looking to buy fish. Okay? If you have fish and those people over there want fish, they can buy your fish. Sell your stuff to the people that want to buy your stuff. And if you need some help doing that, holler at your boy. That was the third thing. Learn who your real clients are. I'm going to keep it moving. This is Monday Night Sales Mastery. This is my attempt to give you 30 minutes. 30 minutes is something that's going to be immediately actionable to help you to sell yourself and your services better than you ever have before. The fourth thing I think you have to have, you got to learn best practices in your business. If it's not you, there is somebody that's an absolute champion doing what you're doing, and you got to learn what that champion is doing. You can reach out to that person and seek up a favorable relationship or mentor relationship. You can read that person's books. You can find out what that person reads or where they go. But you're going to have to learn what the best practices are in your business. Now, no one's going to tell you you have to do it tomorrow. But I'm telling you, this is very important to do. No one has lived long enough to have enough experience in their own strength. You're going to have to borrow the great minds of somebody else. So you have to learn what the best practices are in your business today. The next thing I think is very important that you do, it's not urgent that you do, but it's something that's important that you do, is you're going to have to learn to sell. You're going to have to learn to sell the way people buy today. You're going to have to learn how to sell. If you have a distasteful thought in your mind about the word sell, it's because you don't understand what selling really is. Selling is an attempt to help someone get the goods and services in exchange for money. At one time, it used to be done in an unscrupulous way, but that's not the case today. You're going to offer your goods and services in exchange for money. And there's a lot of things within that capsule, but that's basically what it is. You're trading your big pile of benefits in exchange for that little pile of money. That's what it is. Okay. What's up, Brother Cardell? How you doing? So we talked about these are things that I think are important that you do for your business today, but not urgent. Number one was learn and master a good contact management system. There's no way of getting around that. That you have to have some kind of CRM today and stop putting it off. Just find one that you like, learn and master and use a CRM system. The next thing was learn to master your great story. Some people call it your elevator pitch, but you have to learn and master it because you get a lot of chances. I teach an excellent way to do that if you want to holler at your boy. Next thing, you have to learn who your real clients are. That includes what do your real clients look like? And I call your real clients the people that can afford what you have, that they want what you have, and they want it now. They can afford it, they want it, and they want it now. You also have to learn best practices of your business. Find out who the champions are. And if you can connect with the champions in your industry, I think you should do that. If you can't find the champions in the industry, find out, search for the best practices or who's teaching what. But you're going to have to get yourself in a learning mode to be a champion today. Winging it will not work. The next thing I think you must do that's not urgent to do, no one's going to tell you have to do it right now, but I really believe it's important that you do, is you're going to have to save money. Yes, you are. You're going to have to save money. Yes, you are. And as entrepreneurs, we do have ups and downs and highs and lows. Can you save money? Brian Tracy, who's a great sales trainer, had this quote. He says, can you save money? Because if you cannot save money, the seeds of success are not within you. How harsh is that? Doesn't that sound like a harsh statement? If you can't save money, the seeds of success are not within you. That's what he says. Can you save money? If you can't save money, the seeds of success are not within you. That you're going to have to. This is not urgent that you start a plan to save money. I'm telling you, it's important that you learn to save money. Save money. To be a champion as an entrepreneur, it helps your whole psyche. It helps your confidence level. Having some money in the bank. Having more than 10 grand in the bank is great. Having more than 20 grand in the bank gets you a different level of respect. Having more than 25,000 in the bank is better. Having more than $30,000 in the bank makes your business easier. You sell without pressure, and you should all be going for that. I almost bragged, but I didn't. Another thing that's important that you do for your business, but not urgent, is you're going to have to read great books and watch great YouTube videos. The most successful people read at least one book a month. The more successful read about 2 or 3 or 4 books a month. Dr. Miles Monroe talked about how he reads 4 books a month, and he has done it for the past 20 years, and that's why he's achieved the level of success that he has. Read at least one book per month. If you're reading one book a year, you're losing ground. If you're not reading at all, you're losing ground. You read at least one book per month, something about your industry, something about business, something about finance, something about psychology, something about people. You're going to have to get into the habit of reading more. For you to be a champion in your game, read at least one book per month. It's not important that you do that, but I mean, it's not urgent that you do that, but it's very, very important. You cannot keep up to competition without reading. If you haven't read ever before in your adult life, you can start now. I can give you a list of what I recommend you read if you want it, okay? The next thing is, you're going to have to do this to be a champion entrepreneur today. You're going to have to get fit, particularly cardiovascularly. You're going to have to get fit. This is another very important thing to do, but not urgent to do. Your heart health matters. Your stamina matters. Your evening calls deserve the same energy level that your morning calls get. You're going to have to get fit, especially cardiovascularly. You don't have to go out and get big muscles like me, but you do need to have your heart healthy. You do need to get more elastic. You need to be able to walk and run. Get fit, particularly cardiovascularly. That's something that you must do to be a champion in business today. No one's going to tell you you have to do it, but it's important that you do it. The next thing you're going to have to do, I got two more, and then I'm going to teach you a lesson, and we're going to be out of here. That's it, quick in 30 minutes. If you're not already someone who does this, start tomorrow. Setting and resetting goals or targets. It's very hard to hit a target that you don't see, and it's very hard to hit a target that you don't even have. You're going to have to get back into the place of where you set a goal for this week or for this month or for this quarter, and then reset your goals based upon what's happened. So if you set a goal to sell 10 this quarter, as within 3 months time period, and you sell 10 the first month, well, your quarter's not over. You still got 2 more months, so you need to reset your goal. Okay. Well, if your goal was to sell 10 this quarter, and you sold none the first month, none the second month, and none halfway through the third month, your new goal is not 10 anymore. It might be sell 1 or 2. But you're going to have to get into the habit of setting and resetting your goals or targets. This is another thing that's very important to do, but it's not urgent that you do it. And the last thing on my list of the things that I believe that it was important that you do, but not urgent that you do, is get a coach. Get you a coach. You don't know enough by yourself. Coaches can see things that you can't see. Coaches can help you to answer questions that you didn't even know needed to be asked. Coaches can put you in positions and teach you stuff that will shortcut your learning curve. I am a sales coach, and that's what I do. I offer myself. I offer one-on-one selling your services consultation to anyone that wants it, and I'll go ahead and post that up in here for you right now. I think I can. I feel like such a big boy now because I produced my whole show by myself. I didn't have any help. I didn't have my wife help me set up nothing. I did the whole thing. Woo woo. I'm such a grown-up tonight. All right, so I've given you 10 things that I believe is important for you to do, but not urgent. And I'm going to give you 3 more things. Now, these are things I believe, actually, I first learned this from Jim Valvano, the great former NC State basketball coach who passed away from cancer. And during, I think it was the 2000 and maybe even 2003, 2003 or something like that, ESPY Awards, the ESPN Sports and Entertainment Awards, Jim Valvano gave a speech that was very impactful to my life and many other lives. Well, in his speech, he's in his dying days. He's got tumors all over his body. He's dying of cancer. He has to get help up onto the stage. He gave his three keys to having a great life. And I want to share that with you guys today. The 3 keys to having a great life. And he broke it down to days. A great life is a string of a bunch of great days. And in his formula, he had 3 ingredients that you need to have in order to have a great life in a given day. He goes, number 1, in any day where you get a chance to spend some time in thought. Spend some time in thought. You know, he didn't specify time, how much time. It could be 10 minutes, it could be an hour, but spend some time in thought. Some people have taken that to mean spend some time in meditation. But if you take some time each day to spend some time not just doing anything, not keeping yourself entertained and medicated by TV and whatever distractions, none of that. Just spend some time thinking about your life. I think it was Plato who said the life unexamined is not worth living. So he says, number 1 thing is you have to spend some time in thought to have a great life on any day. Every day, spend some time in thought. That's number 1. Number 2 ingredient he believed that you must have, and I also agree that you must have this, is you have to have your emotions moved to tears. Your emotions moved to tears. It could be because of happiness or sadness. It because of beauty or ugliness, but something that day, if you can have your emotions moved to tears, watching something beautiful, hearing something beautiful, having something that moves your emotions to tears is another important ingredient to have a great life. And the third thing he believes that you must have on a daily basis, you got to have a big laugh, a big old belly laugh, one of those all the way down into here where you just have a good laugh. And he believes if you have a day where you spend some time in thought, have your emotions move to tears, and you have a big old belly laugh in the same day, that makes for an amazing day. And you get enough of those days that equal an amazing life. Amen. Amen. It's now 9:19. We still got some time. I'm going to reiterate the stuff that we covered because I went through it very, very fast. And I also want to add one more thing too. Take some time for recreation, recreation to have a great life. You as the entrepreneur, you're the leader of the world around you. You are very, very important. Entrepreneurs keep our country going. Entrepreneurs save our economies. Entrepreneurs keep our families fed. Entrepreneurs and creativity keep our country going, and we need you to be profitable. Tonight, normally I just teach a sales tactic or some selling systems or something in here. Tonight, I want to talk about the 10 things that I believe are very important, but not urgent. I'm going to go through them real quickly again. Because I got the time. Number one on my list is you must learn and master a good CRM, good customer retention management system. There's no way to get around that. Stop trying to get around that. Just get you one. What if it takes you a week to master it? What if it takes you 2 weeks to master it? What if it takes you a year to master it? However long it takes you, you're going to have to master some sort of a good CRM system. Number two is you must learn and master your own great story. Answering the question of what do you do? You're going to have a great story for that. Some people call it your elevator pitch. I call it your story, but you're going to have to learn and master your great story. You get so many opportunities to tell your story, but you must have that mastered. Number three, you must learn who your real clients are, not who you think they are, but the real ones. There's a difference between who you think your clients are going to be and who your real clients are. For example, when I first started my game back in 2006, I thought my real clients was going to be contracting companies, home improvement, pest control, home security, contracting companies like that. That's what I thought my real clients was going to be, and I was going for them. But my real clients ended up not being contracting companies. They ended up being real estate agencies and insurance agencies. I thought I was going to be working with contractors, but service-based companies was the ones that was my real clients, and my market taught me that. And then I said, okay, I'm going to stay in these game right here. But then my market taught me, my market is the people that I'm out there selling to, taught me that one-on-one coaching was more profitable and more people wanted it that way. Now, my market is teaching me a different thing too. So I'm going to have to adjust, just like you. You can't stay doing the same thing the way you did in the beginning. You're going to have to keep on adjusting. Your business is a rocket ship going somewhere. And that rocket ship, if it's going to the moon, 97% of the time it's off course, but it course corrects. It keeps adjusting. It gets off course and adjusts, it gets off course and adjusts, and eventually it lands. A ship heading from one port to the next port is off course most of the time. That's why you need a captain and a navigator to keep course correcting, because eventually that ship is going to end up exactly where it set out to be. Now you keep adjusting. Same thing with your business. You're going to keep tinkering with it. You're going to keep adjusting your business to end up where you want to go, which is in a winner circle. So don't be dogmatic about this is all I do. Your market is going to help steer your business and free yourself up for that. So learning who your real clients are is critically important. If you don't know how to do that on your own, let me help you. The next thing is you have to learn best practices for your business. Best practices for your business, the clues for your business are out there. Success leaves clues. Best practices for your business you can find out what they are. You can Google best practices for your industry, whatever it is. You can YouTube it. You can talk to other people. But finding out what the very best people in your industry are doing, meeting these people in a favorable way, reaching out to the champions in your game that you respect and asking for counsel. They will give it to you. And then when you ask them and they tell you the answer, just do what they say do and stop bothering them. I remember one time I had read that or someone told me that, and I looked up Simon Bailey, who's a great professional speaker that I admire. He was a Disney speaker out in Florida, and I looked him up, and I found his phone number, and I called him up on the phone, and he answered his own phone. I was like, "Hey, Mr. Simon Bailey, I really my name is Brian McNeill. I'm going to be a great speaker too, and what do I got to do, man?" And he says, "Get this book called Launch." He told me to get this book called Launch. And he says, read the book Launch and do whatever it says do. And that's it. And that's all he told me to do. And I had to get off the phone. So I got the book Launch because Simon Bailey told me to get the book Launch. And I think I read maybe 3 chapters of the book for me. And I got enough in 3 chapters of the book to get me going again. I should have read the whole book, right? Because Simon told me to read the whole book and do whatever it says. But he got me off of stuck. He got me moving. He just gave me good counsel. The next thing I think you're going to have to learn how to do to be a champion in your game is you're going to have to learn how to sell the way people buy today. Stop trying to sell the way you sold 10 years ago, 20 years ago. People don't buy like that anymore. You got to sell the way they buy today. Sell the way they buy today. Today everyone has access to Google and they will search you. They will search your company and they'll read your reviews and your testimonials before they even consider you. It's vain for you to think they're not going to check you out. Everybody's going to check you out. Everybody is going to check you out. And you want them to find out good things when they check you out. The next thing I said, you're going to have to learn how to do, you're going to have to save money. If you can't save money, the seeds of success are not within you. That's harsh. Save money. Save money. Next thing is read great books and watch great YouTube videos. These things are very important that you do, but not urgent. I'm encouraging you to read at least 1 great book a month. What? I don't do that. Yes, you can. You can get up 30 minutes earlier than you normally get up and read for 30 minutes a day. If you read 30 minutes a day, you read a book a month easily. If you just read 30 minutes a day. Easy formula. And it's not a question of can you, it's a question of will you. If you just read 30 minutes a day, you'll make it through a book in a month. Easily. Simple formula. Next thing, you have to get fit. You're going to have to get fit, particularly cardiovascularly. Your cardiovascular health is more important than how big your muscles are. Get fit, particularly cardiovascularly. And next thing is set and reset your goals. And last thing on my list was get a coach. I talked to you about the 10 things that I believe that are important for you to do to be successful, but not urgent. And I gave a lesson on how to have a happy life. The 3 things: spend some time in thought, have your emotions move to tears, and have a big old belly laugh. It's my opinion about the laughter, by the way. If you can't find laughs in your work, you are in danger of being either a mediocre performer or a short timer in it. People that don't find laughter in their work, I don't believe can last in it long. And people who don't find laughter in their work, I don't believe is profitable. The people that laugh more in their work, find more laughs, or find more fun in their work, they're more prosperous. That's been my experience. All right, now I do this real quick, down and dirty on Monday nights. On Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., I dig deep. On Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., I host the Selling Your Services Academy. If there's anyone on here that's interested in the Selling Your Services Academy and you're not yet a member, just let me know or say Academy in the comments and I'll get back with you with some information on that. Who's the author of Launch? There's 2 books called Launch, actually, and I'm sure I have it on my bookshelf. Hang on 1 second, Dr. Jennifer. Dr. Jennifer asked me the author of Launch. Here, I take the covers off my book, but this is Launch. How to Quickly Propel Your Business Beyond the Competition. And the author is Stelzer, maybe? Michael Stelzner. Launch by Michael Stelzner. Now, I have two books called Launch. This one here, and I also have Jeff Walker's book. Jeff Walker's book is called An Internet Millionaire's Secret Formula to Sell Almost Anything Online. Build a business you love and live the life of your dreams. This is another really good book. So I have two books called Launch. I recommend them both, actually. My bookshelf over here next to my fish tank is where I keep my essential books. It's one, two, three, four shelves of books that I think are very, very important. So when you ask me about a book, I know exactly where it is in my home, pretty much. But those are the two books called Launch. One by Michael Stelzner and one by Jeff Walker. But the one Simon Bailey told me about was Michael Stelzner's book. I thank you for the question. I'm happy to be of service. All right, it's now 9:29. We're about to get out of here. I do this for just 30 minutes each week. I'm hopeful that someone found some value in our time together. I hope someone got an answer to a question. I hope someone got re-inspired to dig deeper and to go more or to run faster and do more in their business. And I want to talk to you about it. If you're finding value in this time with me, please let me know. Until next Monday night at 9, peace.